at the head office.
Head office where?
Gopi,
Telkom Towers under General Sithole.
Telkom Towers, that is under General Stole.
Okay, that head office is not a national office.
Actually, the national office, their head office,
Into yodwa leyo isho.
is the same thing.
So why do you say I did not hear you correctly?
Manje yini uthi awuzwanga kahle?
Ngizwa uthi ngal report emva ukuthi bengisabisile. Bengisabisile.
I will. I never said that.
Okay.
Angizange usho lokho. What did you say?
I said, after General Shaban had said to you, let's leave this matter, after how long did you then approach the national office? That was the
Emva
question.
kokuthi uGeneral Shabani ethi asiliyeke lolu daba. Wathatha isikhathi esingakanani ukuba uye khona laphana e-national office uyoreportela e-national office?
Ngase ngilireportile nakhona. Yilokho engusho.
I had already reported it.
Yeah, you met with General Shabani, then General Shabani said, let's leave this matter, let's rest this matter.
Wahlangana noGeneral Shabani, uGeneral Shabani
Thani
wathi
ngo-
asidropeke le.
After that meeting, did you meet again with General Shabani before approaching the national office?
Emva kwalo mhlangano ke waphinde wahlangana naye ke uGeneral Shabani angokuba ke uzoya le e-national office.
Bengihlangana naye ngaso sonke isikhathi. Isikhathi esiningi.
Many a times I would meet with him.
After how long did you then decide to approach the national office?
Emva kwesikhathi esingakanani ke wanquma ukuthi mangihambe ngiye e-national office ke manje.
Angicabanga ukuthi isikhathi eside kangako.
I do not think that it was a long time.
Yeah,
Such
it's
a
a
long
year.
Ngenalo.
It's a year, few months, weeks.
Unyaka, inyanga,
Ngathi izinyanga.
I would say that months.
Okay, yeah. Then you were referred to Brigadier Gininda.
Kwase kuthiwa hamba ku Brigadier Gininda.
Yebo.
Am I
Yes.
correct? Okay. In your conversation with Brigadier Gininda for the first time,
Manje ke mase ukhuluma no Brigadier Gininda okokuqala.
was there a person who was sitting with you, or it was the two of you?
Kwakhona ke umuntu owayehleli nani noma bekuyinini nje nobabili
Bekuyimi naye.
beno-two phela.
Yebo.
It was myself and him, just the two of us.
Okay, what did you say to Colonel Gininda for the first time when you met with him?
Wathi nike ku Kenneth Gininda okokuqala umhlangana naye.
Ngamazisa ukuthi kunolwazi engilwaziyo olithinta abasolwa.
I told him that there is information that I have that links or that has to do with the suspects.
Okay, and that information is related in 2019, am I correct?
Leyo information ke waphana ngayo ngo-2019 kuye uGininda.
2019 kwenze njani?
What about 2019?
Yeah, when was that information related to Colonel Gininda?
Wamtshela nini ke uKenneth Gininda
For the first time?
ngokuthi okokuqala phela mawuthi unolwazi
Ngicabanga ukuthi
olunalo
2019.
oluthinta abamangaleyo.
2019.
Yes, I think it was 2019.
Okay, correct, yes. What did you say?
Wathi ke
Ngamazisa ukuthi kunolwazi enginalo.
I told him that I have got information
Okay,
Ngabe singimnikeza lolu lwazi engangenalo.
and I then finished him with that information that I was in the possession of.
yeah, let's unpack this information
Manje ke asizame ke
that
ukuthi
you related to Colonel
sivuleke le
Gininda
information.
in 2019.
Leyo information oke wayitshela Colonel Gininda 2019. Ake sithathe
What did you
kancane
say?
kanjalo.
Ngamazisa ukuthi kunabasolwa abasolekayo ekuthinteni kwalolu daba.
Now,
Okay.
I told him that there are suspects that are linked to this matter.
Yes, what else?
Then naye wabe sethi uzozenzela olwakhe uphenyo.
He then said that he was going to make his own investigations.
Okay, what else?
Kwabe sekuba ukuhlukana kwami naye emva kwaleyo information engamnikeza yona.
That's how we parted our ways after I had given him that information.
So that's the only information you gave to Colonel Gininda on
Yeah.
that particular day?
Ngalolo suku ileyo information kuphela wayinikeza Babu Gininda.
Yebo.
That's correct, yes.
You did not tell him. Again, remember, Colonel Gininda is a senior officer to a constable.
Ukhumbule ke ukuthi uKenneth Gininda uyena ke umaqhuzu phela lapha yana ke
You did not-
ku constable.
You did not tell him the details of the incident that unfolded in your presence on the 26th of October 2014.
Azange umtshele imininingwane ke emayelana ke nesigameko esenzeka phambi kwakho wena ukhona nge-26 zika October 2014.
And the details I'm referring to, that you did not tell Gininda that you saw people exchanging firearms in the bedroom. Did you tell him that?
Mangikhuluma ngama details ngisho khona ke lokho okanye imininingwane ukuthi azange kumtshele ukuthi wabona abantu ngale egumeni lokulala beshintshisana ngezibhamu.
Iyafana lento ade ibuza umama Mshololo eqaleni ukuthi why ngamtshelanga angenasidingo sokuthi ngimtshele ngoba kumele azenzele lwakhe uphenyo ayitholele lwakhe uphenyo.
Now this is the same question. It is similar to the same question that you asked me earlier. Why is it that I did not report the matter? I also saw that there was no need because I also wanted for him to do his own investigations and do his own findings.
Right now, I've never asked you why you did not tell Gininda for the first time when you met. I am asking if you did tell Colonel Gininda that you, on the 26th of October 2014, you saw people exchanging guns in the bedroom.
Okwamanje ngikubuza ukuthi ingani ungamtshelanga. Ngikubuza ukuthi ke uye wamtshela yini ukuthi nge-26 zika October 2014 uye wabona abantu beshitsana ngezibhamu. Ilokho engikubuza khona okwamanje.
Angimtshelanga?
Okay.
Yes, I didn't tell him.
Thank you. Did you also tell Colonel Gininda that you saw one of those people moving out of the room, exchanging jackets, especially to the extent of the one who exchanged a hoodie black jacket?
Manje ke uke wamtshela lokho ke wabona unye wabo ephuma kulelo gumbi ehamba ayoshintsha okanye eshintsha ke ama jackets. Kakhulukazi ke le jacket emnyama ene hoodie.
Khumbula ngangimtshela information eqondile ukuthi accused number 1 2 3 ngababona benzani ukuthi ubani omunye washintsha ijacket omunye wenzani kwangenasidingo sokuthi ngikuchaze lokho.
I remember telling him what I saw accused number 1 2 and 3 doing as to whether there was one of them that was changing jackets or clothing items. I did not see that it was needful for me to can say that.
Yeah, but you did not tell him.
Kodwa azange kumtshela.
Okay. And was there a statement that was taken from you as a result of the information that you gave to Colonel Gininda for the first time when you met?
Kwaba ne-statement mhlambe ke esithathwayo kanye esezwayo mayelana ke nalolu lwazi owanikeza yena ke uColonel Gininda okokuqala mawuhlangana naye uColonel Gininda.
Ngiyaphinda futhi ngidasikho istatement esake sathathwa.
I want to repeat that again. There isn't any statement that was taken.
Yebo yena wayibhalela kuyi-diary yakhe or ey'ntweni zakhe kodwa kwangesisona statement kwakumele kube under on.
Well, I need to say that he indeed was writing on his own journal or perhaps his diary, but that was not a statement in accordance with what I had given him.
Do you know what the statement is?
Uyasazi yini statement? Yes, I know.
Was there a statement that was taken from you regarding the report that you made to Colonel Gininda?
Ngabe kwaba ne-statement esathathwa kuwena? No, there isn't.
And then let's move on now to the stage wherein you were called again by General Lishabane. You remember that portion of your evidence in chief?
Wabizwa uGeneral Lishabane.
Yes. And you said General Lishabane asked you, how does the national office know about this matter? You can correct me.
uGeneral Lishabane wakubuza ukuthi i-national office yazi kanjani ngalolu daba?
Yebo.
Yes.
Okay. In that conversation, what was said?
Lapho ke kuleyo nkulumo kwathi wani?
You were sitting with General Lishabane, both of you.
No, babini belihleli phansi no General Lishabane.
Ngicabanga sasingahleli noma sasihleli kodwa ngicabanga sasema-ofisini nakhona. Office in the cluster, yeah.
Maybe that we were seated or we were not seated, but we were in the cluster's offices.
Yeah, in that conversation, it was both of you.
Yebo.
Okay. Was General Lishabane accusing you of approaching the national office, or what was the position when General Lishabane now called you after being at the national office?
Manje ube kumangalela ngokuthi ke uye e-national office okanye kwakwenzakalana makaze ukubizela khona lapha
If you can just unpack it for me.
akungitshela.
ithole kahle kanje Mshololo akusiyena wasuka nje wangibiza ngicabanga ukuthi national head office yafonela yena yambuza ngami yena kwabe sekuba uye ongifonelayo engibiza
National office yenze njani?
yafonela yena
Yena wafonela wena.
wafonela mina
I should think that the national office is the one that had phone called him and then he phone called me.
Yeah, but from your evidence here, that is here in court,
Sikhuluma ngalobu bufakazi obulala
you said
enkantolo.
you were called by General Lushabane.
Uthi wena wabizwa uGeneral Shabane.
yebo
Yes.
Then I'm asking about the conversation now when you were meeting after that call.
Manje ngikubuza ngengxoxo
What was the
ekhona
conversation about?
engothi akubize. Leyo ngxoxo beyimayelana nani?
bekungazisa ukuthi i-national head office beyifikile izobuza ngami futhi
Now, he was to inform me in that discussion that the national office had come to inform him about me.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And that's all.
Eh,
Ilokho nje.
nokuthi bafuna ukungibona i-national head office
And that the national head office wants to see me.
Yes, after that, what then happened?
Emva kwalokho ke kwase kwenzakalani?
kwabe sekuba umhlangano wami no-Colonel kwakuwu-Colonel Brigadier by then
Then kwaba umhlangano wakho noKenneth Bani.
Brigadier Gininda
Then thereafter it was a meeting between myself and Kenneth Beninda.
On another date?
Ngenye date.
Or on the same date?
Okanye
another
the
date.
same date.
hey
Another date.
Okay, so it was 3 of you now.
There's no three.
wangazisa mina ukuthi bebemfonele befuna mina i-meeting yakhona babeyihlelele cishe i-13 November nangempela ngabe sengiya lapha ne-meeting khona
He said that he was phone called pertaining myself, and there was a meeting that was then arranged, if I'm not mistaken, on the 13th
of November
13th of November.
13 or 19?
13, number 19?
13
13.
Okay. Yes. Then how many were you on that meeting of the 19th?
Kuleyo meeting benungaki?
ni-19 zanini then
The
November.
19th of which month? Is it November?
When you
Mina
met-
njengoyi- 13
When you
said
met
the
with
13th.
Colonel
I said the
Gininda
13th.
and General Lishabane.
General-
Ukhulume General Lishabane no Gininda.
uGeneral Leshabane wangazisa ukuthi i-national head office ifuna ukungibona
Now, General Lishabane informed me that the national office wants to see me.
then wabe semfonela uBrigadier Gininda emazisa ngalokho
Then he phone called Brigadier Gininda informing him about that.
then uBrigadier Gininda wabe sesetha i-meeting yangeyi-13
Then Brigadier Gininda set up a meeting for the 13th.
With whom?
Nobani, meeting yabani nobani.
shuthi wayihlelele ukubona mina wayazisa ugeneral ngalokho
Wenza a meeting nobani. Shuthi maka set up, angisho ukuthi wa set up a meeting.
shuthi mayikhuluma kugeneral wabe secela ukuthi uzongibona cishe kwaku-11 kodwa kangakhona aphinda postpone wathi uzongibona ngeyi-13 ngeyi-13
When he informed the general, he said that he wanted to see me on the 11th, but that did not materialize. Then it was postponed to the 13th.
Yes, in that meeting on the 13th, did you meet?
Ngay 13 nahlangana.
yebo sadibana
How many
Yes,
were you?
we met. Benungaki.
bekuyimi brigadier and another brigadier
It was myself, the brigadier, and another brigadier.
Okay. So, am I correct to say you were meeting for the second time now with Brigadier Gininda?
Bego okwesitu ngamanye amazwi uhlangana no Brigadier Gininda.
yebo
Yes.
Okay. Yes, what was the purpose? Because remember, we have met for the first time and we have related the information. Now for the second visit, what was the purpose of that visit?
Manje inhloso kwaba yiphi ke? Okokuqala manhlangana wamtshela ke wamnikeza lokho ke omnikeza khona. Okwesibili mase nihlangana inhloso kwaba yiphi wamtshela ukuthini?
ngicabanga ukuthi wayezama ukuqinisekisa ukuthi ulwazi engilaziyo lungakanani futhi wayefuna maybe ngingasho ukuthi kungiquestion
I should think that he wanted to ascertain the magnitude of the information that I was in possession of, and I should think perhaps he also wanted to examine in as far as that he wanted to examine me in as far as that information is concerned.
Okay. Is it also correct that you did not make any statement regarding the information that you gave to Colonel Gininda on that second consultation or
Ngabe
visit?
kuyiqiniso-ke ukuthi asikho statement owasenza mayelana-ke nokuhlangana kwakho no-Colonel Gininda or Brigadier Gininda okwesibili.
Akuna statement engingasenza ngaphambilini.
There isn't any statement that I had made before.
Okay. Then what happened after that?
Kwenzakalani ngemva kwalokho?
You separated, you departed.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a time wherein you were called by General Shabane in the presence of General Sibiya. You remember that meeting?
Kukhona
Yebo.
isikhathi uwabizwa uGeneral Shabane, kukhona uGeneral Sibiya.
When is it
Uyakhumbula
now?
lokho? Yes.
Is it before you met with Colonel Gininda and a certain police officer, or was after?
Ngabe lokho kwenzeka nini? Angoba uzohlangana naye uGeneral.
When we are now meeting with
Gininda.
General Sibiya.
Mase sohlangana manje mase sokukhona noGeneral Sibiya.
Ngicabanga ngangakamboni Colonel for a second time.
Colonel Ban.
Brigadier Gininda.
I should think that I hadn't seen Brigadier Gininda for the second time during that time.
Okay. Yes. When you met with General Shabane was present when Sibiya was there? When General Sibiya was there?
I think yes.
Was General Shabane present when you met with General Sibiya?
Mawuhlangana noGeneral Sibiya, uShabane uGeneral Shabane bekhona.
Yebo.
Yes.
Okay. And who else was present on that day of the meeting?
Ubani omunye ke obekhona ngalo suku laleyo nhlangano.
Uma iqala meeting isiqale sibathathu, then emva kwalokho wabe sefonela warrant officer Makubo.
When the meeting started, it was the three of us, and thereafter he phone called Warrant Officer Makubo.
Oh, okay. And Warrant Officer Makuba arrived, then you became four.
Yebo.
Magafika number 4. Yes.
Okay. What was the conversation, if there was any, that you conversed when you were still with General Sibiya and General Shabane only?
Nanikhuluma ngani uma ngabe ke kube nengxoxo bekhona ngenkathi unoGeneral Sibiya noLeshabani. Nanikhuluma ngani?
Ngicabanga nje iningi into esasikhuluma ngayo in general, ukuthi ngase ngikhulumile ngalokhu buye wabe explainela General Leshabane ukuthi ungani mina ngimtshele lokho and yena wenzeni.
Now, I think there had been a number of things that we had already spoken about, and I had already explained to him, and that is when he then spoke to General Leshabane as to why.
Who is him?
Ukhuluma ngobani ukuthi lo-
General Sibiya.
I'm referring to General Sibiya.
Okay. Yes, then how come that Warrant Officer Makuba was called?
Kuze
What
kanjani
was happening? What was being discussed?
kwakhulumeka ini khona laphana kuze kanjani ukuthi kuze kubizwe lona uWarrant Officer Makubo?
Ingoba kukhulume ngayo lolu daba ukuthi kungani kuba nabantu abathintekayo. Wabe sebuza ukuthi ubani ophethe lolu daba.
No, that is because there were people that were now linked into this matter, and wasethini?
Emva kokumbuza ukuthi ubani ophethe lolu daba wasesho ukuthi akufanele uwarrant officer Makubo.
Then he then asked who is in charge of this matter, and then after such an answer was provided to him, he then said, let Warrant Officer Makubo be phone called.
Who asked you as to who was in charge of this matter?
Ubani obuzile ukuthi ubani o in charge kuleli kana?
Khumbulo engabuzi mina ngangazi ukuthi ubani o in charge.
Angizwa?
Wayengabuzi mina ukuthi ubani o investigate.
He wasn't.
Babebuza nabodwa.
He wasn't asking me who is investigating the matter. They were asking themselves.
Yeah, but who asked that question?
They
Who
asked
posed
each
that
other.
question?
Ngubani owabuza lowo mbuzo?
General Sibiya,
It was-
General Shabane.
It was General Sibiya asking General Leshabane.
Yes, continue then. How was Makubu then called?
Then
If you were part of that discussion,
Uma ngabe wena waba ingxenye yale
when
ngxoxo
Makubu
lekhona.
was called, when it was decided that Makubu was called.
wafonelwa same time.
He was phone called immediately or same time.
Yes. And then he arrived.
Wafika.
Yebo.
Yes.
Yeah, then what happened now when
Kwase kwenzakalani mase
Makubu now arrived?
usefikile
Yabisi.
uMakubo kwenzakalani?
Yabe siqala futhi inkulumo sichazele uGeneral Shabane echazela uwarrant officer Makubo.
Okay, then the discussion started again. Warrant Officer Sibiya, General Leshabane,
Yebo.
then explained to Warrant Officer Makubo.
Yes.
Kwabe sekuba nemibuzo angibuza yona Warrant Officer Mncube.
Then there were questions that were posed to me by Warrant Officer Mncube.
Emva kwalokho wabe sengazisa ukuthi no uye ubophe uNkani.
Thereafter, that is when he informed me that he is the one that had arrested Nkani.
And wabe sengibuza ukuthi leyo information mina ngiyithathaphi.
He then asked me, where do I get that information from?
Wabe sefuna kwazi ukuthi isource yami engimnikeze leyo information yipi.
And he wanted to also establish my source that had provided that information. Which source is that?
Emva kwalokho wabe seyichitha le information emva kokungivezela ithombe ebopha uNkani.
We should write dismissal.
Yebo.
Thereafter, he dismissed the information after he had shown me the photographs where he was arresting Nkani.
Okay, he dismissed the information that you gave to him as false.
Ngamanye amazwi ukuthi akusilona iqiniso.
Yebo ukuthi abelethe isource.
And Warrant Officer Mncube was the one who was
Sorry,
in
he
charge.
says that he said that I should bring the source from which I heard, or from
Yeah,
from
I
whom
heard that. I heard that, but he dismissed the information as false.
Ngamanye amazwi wayichitha ke
Yebo.
leyo information
And the
njengamanga.
person who
That's correct.
dismissed the information as false is the one who was in charge of the investigation in this case.
Kanti ke lo muntu ke ochitha lolu daba okanye ochitha leyo information uyena ke ophenye lelicala.
Uyangazisa noma
Are you telling me or you asking me?
I'm telling you.
hayi.
Alright.
Bengazi ukuthi ubani ophenya lelicala bengazi ukuthi liphenywa head office.
I didn't know who was investigating this case. I thought that it was the head office that was
From
investigating this matter.
from your evidence, you informed us that General Lishabane said the person who is in charge in this case is Warrant Officer Mncube. As a result of that information, Warrant Officer Mncube was then called.
Wena ke kuloko phakathi bakho ke uthi ke uyena uwarrant officer Mncube uqhamuka ke kule ngxoxo bekhona ukuthi ubani kwabuzwa ukuthi ubani umuntu oyin charge kaleli cala kwase ke kuvela igama lika warrant officer Mncube wabizwa ke uwarrant officer Mncube.
Lalela kahle mama Mshololo ngithe umuntu wabuza ukuthi ubani ophenya lolu daba. Wabuza uGeneral Sibiya.
I said the person that inquired about who is in charge or who is in charge.
Yes.
Who is in charge of this matter?
What-
And that is a question that was asked by General Sibiya.
Ebuza uGeneral Lishabane.
And then he was asking General Shabani about
Yes.
General Lishabane said it's Brigadier Kinenda. It was kennelled by them.
that. General Shabani was uyakusho lokho ke Brigadier Gininda.
Yes. Then emva kwalokho wabe
Colonel ngaleso sikhathi.
wabe sebuza ukuthi uphi uwarrant officer Mncube.
Thereafter he inquired, where is warrant officer Mncube?
Who asked that?
Ubani obuzayo?
Ngicabanga ukuthi wabuza lo mbuzo warrant officer uGeneral Sibiya.
General Sibiya.
Yes.
Then wabe sephendula uGeneral wathi akamfonele kwasho ukuthi
uGeneral
wayena
bani?
General Lishabane.
Waphendula wathini?
uGeneral Sibiya ubuze uGeneral Lishabane ukuthi ubani ophenya lolu daba.
Yeah.
Then waphendula uGeneral Lishabane
Lishabane,
ukuthi it's Colonel Gininda. It was kennelled by them. Then emva kwalokho wabe sebuza ukuthi uphi uwarrant officer Mncube.
Kubuza ubani
General
uSibiya.
Sibiya.
Yes. General Sibiya, thereafter he inquired, where is warrant officer Mncube?
So you didn't know the role that was played by Warrant Officer Mncube in this matter?
Wazi ke irole yayidlalwa nguye warrant officer Mncube kuleli cala.
Ngangazi ukuthi uyi-team investigating task team task bonke ukuthi be-investigate this matter.
I knew him to be a member of the team or the task team to investigate this matter.
Okay, that's all.
Ilokho kwazi.
Yebo.
So that did not tell you that Warrant Officer Mncube was part of the investigating officers?
Abakutshelanga ukuthi ke
That did not tell you that Warrant Officer Mncube was part of the investigating
Kusho ke
officers?
lokho azange kutshele ke ukuthi ngamanye amazwi lona warrant officer Mncube uyingxenye yethimba eliphelele icala.
Wangitshela lokho?
That is what yes, that is what I could deduce.
And that person who was part of the investigating officers in this matter told you that the information you are giving to him is false?
Lo muntu okuyingxenye ke yethimba eliphelele icala wakutshela ke ukuthi lo lwazi uphana ngalo Akusilona iqiniso.
Kwathi mayisho njalo savele sabhekana ngoba sasibona ukuthi lento ayishoyo akayazi.
When he said that, we, looked at each other, implying that whatever that he is saying, he's got no sufficient knowledge of.
Okay, we'll continue from that tomorrow. May I ask that we adjourn at this time? Tomorrow I will be taking the witness through the statement. My lord.
Washesha kangaka.
That is misbehaving, my lord, of this witness.
Why are you in such a hurry?
That is misbehaving in front of the state, who read the rules of the conduct of the witnesses in this court. That remarks is wrong and disrespectful towards me.
Yabona ke lokho kushilo?
Ngiyaxolisa mama Mshololo.
Ukudelela ke. Wrong futhi ukudelela.
What did you say, Mr. Zungu? What was the
Uthe-
remark you made?
I said it was quick. Ngingalindelanga ukuthi mhlambe sekuyaphela.
Oh, I see.
I wasn't expecting that we are done already for the day.
Are you mentioning it in a pejorative manner, or what type of remark was it?
Just a disrespectful remark, my lord.
Ubusho lokho ke ukuthi
Bengingabosho ngoba
inhloso
mhlambe
zimbi okanye
cha bengingabosho ngoba mhlambe ngidela mama Mshololo bengisakhuluma ngisaka.
that was because I was busy presenting my evidence or rather my testimony, not with
Yeah, I
disrespect.
repeat again, people are in this court, they must respect the decorum and the decency. And this includes everybody. Sometimes when I talk, counsel just juts in. And I just, well, if bafundiswe kanje, what can I do?
It's fine, my lord, you can protect the witness, but it's wrong what the witness has said.
Mr. Mshololo, how can I protect a witness? I just asked him, why is he making that remark? I wanted to understand why. And he gave an explanation. But I'm not saying this explanation is sufficient. And I'm saying people should respect the decorum of this court.
Lokho inkantolo ishoyo ukuthi abantu mabahlonipheke inkantolo ngendlela inkantolo ingakhona
Ngiyaxolisa
isimo
kakhulu.
senkantolo.
Mr.
I apologize,
Balui,
my daughter.
any other witness lined up for tomorrow?
Indeed, my lord, we foresee that we'll be done with this witness perhaps before lunchtime, in which case we will try and line up another witness.
Oh, okay. Okay, thanks. Then the court will adjourn to tomorrow.
Your highest standard of, or what is your highest standard of education?
Yani mama Mshololo?
Yes, my lord, we know that there is a standard way that Advocate Mshololo opens a cross-examination, but we've been through that, my lord, that it's irrelevant regarding a version that a witness profers before this court.
Yes, Mr. Mshololo, say it's irrelevant.
My lord, I submit that it is relevant because the witness, my lord, that is testifying is a police officer. So it is important that the court knows the qualifications and expertise together with experience of the witness.
Okay, let's hear you.
Thank you.
Cela ungakuphenduli.
Can I not answer that?
Okay. When were you employed as the police officer?
Qala nini ukusebenza lapha kwe-SAPS?
24 January 2011.
24th of January 2011.
Okay. Did you receive any training when you were employed?
Uye wathola uqeqesho? Yes.
Yes. What kind of the training?
Wathola i-training enjani?
Yamaphoyisa.
The police training.
Yes. Which entails what?
Yes,
Tell us.
training.
Just tell us the kind of training that you received.
Because
When you were
wayithola
employed.
i-training owayithola khona laphana ibizwani.
It's a police training.
It is called police training.
Yes. What?
Kwakwenzakalani lapho?
Yeah. Were you told to type? Were you told to do what? Just tell me what kind of the training, what type of the training that you received?
Ngicabanga ukuthi ngathola i-training etholwe wonke amaphoyisa.
I think that I got the training that all the police officers got.
No, I'm not asking about the one that is given to all other police officers. I'm asking the one that was given to you.
Angikhulumi ngaleyo ke eyanikezwa amaphoyisa wonke, ngikhuluma nge-training eyanikezwa wena.
Akwenzekanga ukuthi ngiqeqeshwe ngedwa, ngaqeqeshwa namanye amaphoyisa.
It didn't happen that I got trained alone. I was trained together with the other police officers.
Okay, the one that you received with your team at that particular time.
Leyo ke owayithola ke nethimba lakho.
You can just summarize the main duties or the main part of the training that you received.
Basic police training.
Basic police training.
Okay. Were you trained about the handling of the firearm?
Wafundiswa ke ukubamba okanye waqeqeshwa ukubamba
Yebo.
isibhamu. Yes.
Okay. What kind of training you received about handling of the firearm?
Yiphi-ke
Ngicabanga
i-training?
ukuthi training A1 nalenga ngitshelayo ukuthi it's a basic training.
The same training, or it is incorporated within the same training of the basic
Okay.
training. Yes.
So it means you have information on how to handle the police firearm.
Ubunolwazi lokuthi isibhamu samaphoyisa sibanjwa kanjani?
Not only the police firearm, a firearm.
Not as it has been responded to by the witness himself in English.
Okay.
Uthi ke hayi isibhamu samaphoyisa kuphela, isibhamu ngaqeqeshelwa ke ukwazi ukuthi isibhamu sibanjwa kanjani.
In your examination in chief, you testified that you gave your firearm, your state firearm, to someone else.
Usho njalo ke wanikeza.
Yebo.
Yes.
And that was wrong.
Once again, requested. These provisions of section 203 have already been explained, but they once again be explained.
Why not the witness, if it's his right, if he says, I elect
No,
not
but
to
you
answer
are an
that
officer
question.
of this court. This court has already made a ruling about that.
Why not? Unfortunately, it's part of the witness examination in chief. That's why I had to go. I had to put questions to that effect because it's part of the examination in chief, which was introduced by the same witness, incriminating himself under oath.